the Stitch and Sew Center. For over 57 years, they have been solving the problems and providing the needs for anyone who makes clothes, decorates homes, refurbishes furniture, or has anything to do with the world of sewing. Their selection of fabrics here on the floor alone exceeds at least 25 to 30,000 bolts. No one is certain because they lost count a long time ago. But one thing you can say is, this store is one of a kind.
My parents started this business 55 years ago in downtown Lakewood, in this very small store. My father knew how to fix sewing machines. He started fixing machines. My mother was raised in the fabric business, and they decided to open their own store. I was in that store since I was 3 years old, grew up in that store. After school, I would go work in the store. I went to school in New York, and after I went to school in New York, I would go back to the store and help out my parents. That's what I always wanted to do, and I love fabric and love helping people.
Talk about longevity for employees. Suzy Inzelbuch has been here over 25 years. That's a long time, Suzy. You're kind of the assistant manager of the, and you run the buttons and bows department. Tell me what makes this store so unique.
I think it's the people that come here is one of the things, because everybody that walks in has a different story. It's not your usual little old lady wanting to make a dress, wanting to make a this or a curtain or this. Everybody's got a unique project. And they come here and they say, you know what I'm looking for? And half the time we say yes, because we do know before they tell us. And the other time when they describe, they want to do, and then I have to have it this way, but I have to do that with it, and then we have to somehow figure out how to make it happen.
I've been coming here for about 5 or 6 years. I decorate my entire home. They have anything you need. They can reupholster furniture, window treatments. Every time you have a new baby, you can do their room. As they grow up, you can do it again. The prices are excellent. You can get high-end, you can get cheaper stuff if you need to, if you're on a budget. The owners are very, very nice to work with. Everybody's very helpful. It's a good place to shop.
People are becoming their own decorators, or trying to do it at home because they see it on so many of the shows while you were out and all that type of stuff. And they get ideas from there. And naturally, they have to squeeze everything into a really short show, but they're not telling the people, well, it took us an hour and a half to sew this little cushion, but it looks like we did it in 5 minutes. When they try to do it on their own, they realize this does not look so good. And so they'll come to me and they'll say, I saw them do it on the string or on a wire for a rod. No, you want to put a rod up there. If you want to be a Travis rod, I can make that for you. We have some ready-mades. If you want a wood pole, I can guide you which one you want.
Their prices are very reasonable. And they also offer the workroom. So, I do my own sewing, but for certain things that I don't want to do, I can have the workroom do it. They have the upholstery section where their prices are really competitive. And I find that, I do just fine with that. And I don't have to schlep into the city. There's nothing that I cannot find here. I mean, maybe not put my hand on it at the minute, but if I don't see it, they can get it.
This store caters to everyone. It's a great, fun store. We walk in the morning, you clean up, you look around, you see everything, and you can be very creative. We cater to the home sewer, we cater to the quilter, we cater to decorators, designers, dressmakers, tailors, dry cleaning stores. They all come here for their supplies, whether it's zippers or buttons or hardware. Decorators come here for hardware if they need advice. They'll come into the back. If they need foam rubber cut for their cushions, if they need advice on how thick to cut their foam, how to cover their cushions, we will do the service, or they will do the service themselves.
Prices are excellent. As an interior designer, I get brochures and information, from many different fabric distributors, and I just love everybody here. They're so helpful. It's just a really light, friendly atmosphere. Everybody seems to, for the most part, always be in a good mood and be willing to help you. I just wouldn't go anywhere else.
I was in the garment district for years for Norton McNorton, first in production and then in sales. I used to go to Manhattan to get all my fabrics, and then somebody had told me about this fabric store. And when I came here, I was very surprised at the selection. They have all the designers. They're wonderful to work with. You save money, and there was no need for me to travel anymore. Everything that I need is right here. And I love working with them. They're very, very honest, good people.
To be honest, I have had some cushions done here myself, like for me personally, and I have had some cushions made for, like there are a few things that Denise doesn't do with her business, like cushions for chairs or benches or outdoor furniture, and I have used Stitch and Sew to do many of those projects for me.
I'm upholstering this chair, and right now I'm finishing it off with the studs that go all around it. As a matter of fact, if you see just about everybody in Congress, they almost have the identical chair. It's just a leather back seat chair, and it's studded just like this, but the studs on that chair are bumper to bumper. They hit each other going up all the way across and down, whatever. They wanted the chair to look exactly like it did then. So we didn't touch the wood or anything, because like if you watched the Antique Roadshow, the first thing they tell you is don't touch the wood, you'll devalue the chair. So we didn't devalue it, we just reupholstered it.
As a design consultant, we have customers who come into the store who have difficulty in putting their rooms together. Perhaps they've made a recent move into a new home that very often have open floor plans. So I try to assess their needs. I select fabrics for them. Depending on the type of window treatment that we select, there could be numerous fabrics that go into the job itself along with trims. I try to also coordinate tablecloths such as we're doing now, runners, pillows, anything that you might need. We also offer an upholstery service. We do upholstered headboards, everything that you could possibly need.
This project that Sarah's working on is for our local community. We do a lot of parties in Lakewood, and these people rent out tablecloths. So we constantly have a flow of tablecloths we're making. On this project, we're doing about 20 of these tablecloths, and the party is for Friday. We do these several times a week. The people really enjoy these tablecloths, and they're washable. These tablecloths will probably go to about 3 parties a week.
And you have a big bridal shop.
Yes.
Explain that.
It's for bridal, evening wear. People are still making their bridal gowns because they either have a unique design idea or they find it's less expensive than going to the stores. So we help them also with that. They'll describe either what they want or bring in pictures, and we help them with that, put that together. Also evening wear. It's sometimes hard to find exactly what you're looking for if you have specific needs. Different ethnic groups come here and they have their cultural needs, you know, some need longer sleeves, different colors, and we cater to that also.
The girls are absolutely fabulous. They're always friendly, they're always, it doesn't matter even the changeover. I've been coming here for years. I went to when Beth's father had the shop in Lakewood on 2nd Street. I used to go there all the time. Their parents were lovely. All this help was nice, and one of the girls that started me quilting there, and I've always blamed her because now I gave up cooking and cleaning. I mean, I don't do that, it's just quilting, it's just so much more fun. That's why I come.
The selection is amazing that's in here. I mean, just the quantity that she stocks of all the different fabrics. I definitely can usually find something in stock for my clients. If not, they have an extensive collection of reference books that you can look through. And the staff here is so knowledgeable that if I come in with just a piece of fabric or a book in my hand and I can say to them, I'm looking for something to go with this, or I'm looking for this fabric, and Sylvia can probably point me to the book.
People will say, if you don't have it here, we can't get it anywhere. And they've usually been all over the shop. Sometimes when they get smart, they'll come here first. It's exciting, every day is different, and it's just great.
And there you have it, the remarkable success story of the Stitch and Sew Center, providing practically everything imaginable in the wonderful world of sewing. I'm Doug Llewelyn, reporting from Lakewood, New Jersey.